It's a little dead meme. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 101 of the Snark Tank podcast. Isn't that gross?
101 episodes, bro.
Yeah, we did it. In the last episode, we had Lily on, and
Yes,
that was a nice little 100th episode celebration. I wonder how long it's going to be before she's edited out of it entirely for the meme, but, you know, we'll see.
Probably already done. It's probably already exists. And
Maybe.
I'm just ignoring it, so.
Yeah, well, that's a whole...
Come what may.
That's that's meta levels of just concerning. Like you're ignoring, you're pretending like that version of the podcast doesn't exist.
Yeah, I'm just, come what may, I'm ready, you know?
Anyway, it's a little bit of an awkward time to do a podcast, I'm not going to lie, because today's like a bit of a situation heavy day. There's somewhat of a, I would say, potential beginnings of World War III happening. And that's uncomfortable to do a comedy podcast in the midst of, but it's our job, so we're going to do it. But we're thinking about everybody in Ukraine. I don't think I've seen anybody on the side of Russia in this, which is really
I don't even think Russia's on the side of Russia right now, man.
Yeah, the Russian
there's Russian populists that's just like, let's not do this.
Yeah, there are Russian protests happening, like millions and millions of Russian citizens being like, what the fuck? So that's you know, at the very least, that is something that is reassuring at the very least. I don't know how much it matters because, I mean, the majority of Americans didn't want to go to war for decades, and we still did. So, like, I don't know.
That's very true.
I don't know how much that matters, but it's reassuring that not every single person on the planet is a, you know, bloodthirsty psychopath. But in the meantime, there have been responses to Ukraine. There have been fascinating, especially on the celebrity front. I don't know what it is with celebrities and times of crisis and just having to be seen and heard during it, but it's getting a little annoying. There's this woman who, like, I don't even know who she is or what she does. Annalyn McCord. I've never seen this person in my life, but she's posted a video 10 hours ago. This video has 13.7 million views. And she's just going like, "Dear Vladimir Putin, if I was your mom, I would have hugged you so this wouldn't have happened." And it's this very weird 2-minute and 20-second diatribe, like almost like a spoken word poem with no rhythm, about how Putin should have got hugs or something. And then John Cena's like, "I wish I could summon Peacemaker's power in real life right now." And just like all this weird shit. I don't know what it is about being a celebrity that makes you do this.
It's good intentions, you know?
I guess.
They are good intentions, but it's like, bro, shut up, you know? Like, not right now. That's it. They mean because they have, think of it like this, okay? They have huge followings, and they hope that their words will be able to comfort someone else. I get it. I understand. It's still fucking cringe as shit. I still don't want to hear what you got to say. But, you know, they're just trying to talk to us. So, you know, hey, man, let them do their thing.
I guess.
I think that it's always ridiculous. I think the Imagine All the People one was a bit worse because, you know, Lenin was a racist. So, like,
the Imagine one for the pandemic?
Yeah, like, that was bad because that was like a time that was like, I guess you guys have no clue the history of this man's song you're singing.
Well, what made it more awkward? What made that one more awkward was that it was like this kind of because the original video of the Imagine, like, it was some guy in Italy on his balcony, like, playing it like really beautifully on I think a saxophone or something or some instrument, and somebody just recorded it. It's like, wow, this is like a kind of, I don't know, this is like a really nice vignette of a moment. And then Gal Gadot was like, I want that moment though. I want that though. And then she got a bunch of, like, Sarah Silverman and all these people to, like, sing Imagine very, very poorly.
I don't think they wanted to take the moment. They just wanted to like at least show their voices were heard. But it sucks because they like it's not intentional. Well, at least I think. I don't know. I wouldn't do that in the first place. I'd kind of shut up. You know, I made a joke. I made a bit of a unsavory joke.
About what?
Last night before I went to bed, where I was like, leave it to European niggas to ruin the day before Elden Ring comes out. Y'all suck. And, you know, some people didn't like it.
It is weird, though, that people...
some people didn't like it.
That's funny,
you know? But, you know, I can understand. I think it's funny. I think it's fucking hilarious.
I will say, there's a lot of weird policing going on. Like, did you see that painting of, I think it's like Adolf Hitler, and he's like brushing Putin's face off or whatever. It's like this. It's the Ukrainian Twitter account. I think the Twitter account for Ukraine posted it, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Ukraine is tweeting memes in the middle of a war."
That's literally a political comment.
I know, but
I didn't understand that.
No, but it like shined like a really intense light on how out of touch people are on the internet with like what the real world is. Just because like some art is politically pointed and has like a message doesn't make it a fucking meme. Like fucking, it's so.
I mean, what is the textbook definition of a meme? Is my question.
I mean, a meme is just something that's spread around and shared. So technically, everything is a meme. Like, but
I thought it had to have a certain like comedic tone to be a meme.
No, I mean there are funny memes, and then they're just, you know, I think.
No, which an idea, behavior, or style that's spread by the means of imitation from a person or persons within a culture, and often carried symbolic meaning representing a particular phenomenon or theme.
That's a terrible definition, but it's probably right.
It's terrible, but it's
like the most most verbose definition for something that is a lot simpler than I think it sounds like it is. But I don't know, just shit like that was just all over the place, and people like, I can't believe people are making jokes about this, and it's like, bro, like, I get it, right? It's not a good situation. I think everybody has the back of Ukraine here. Nobody likes Russia here, but just let people make jokes. I don't see the big deal.
I'm not even a guy that
jokes about it.
Like, even for me, like, I'm usually the guy that's like, yo, I think we're kind of wilding on the whole like restrictions involving trade with Russia. I've been like that since I was in high school. It's kind of like, we're kind of walling, but then like they do this, and I'm just like, bro,
yeah,
like, yeah, gotta just chill. Be like, yo.
I had
don't annex land. That's like, you remember the last person that did that over there? He was tripping. He started tripping, bro.
I don't know, man. It's a weird
situation. What sucks the most about this is that, like, if everyone doesn't stop him, he's just gonna do it to another country.
That's kind of the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah, we can't just let him stop because he wants the whole USSR back, and it's like,
bro, you ain't getting it.
Bro,
the world doesn't like you. Like, I don't know what the fuck he thought he was doing, but I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. Our thoughts are with everybody in Kiev and Ukraine and everybody in the bordering countries that have to deal with this. I have some friends over there.
Sorry to hear that.
I have some friends over there in Eastern Europe who are just like, we have no idea what the fuck's going on. So all the best to those guys. And that weird slam poetry lady should maybe not do that anymore.
Maybe you should shut up.
Maybe you should shut up. You can make jokes about it, but like just don't make yourself the focus of it. It's still a little.
I think that's bizarre. The plight of the white woman. Somehow it's always their problem.
What about John Cena? John Cena's not a white woman.
John Cena's he's different.
Being chilling. All right. Honestly, let's move on to some lighter shit. Fucking Elden Ring, 10 out of 10 everywhere. But somehow doesn't run stable 60 on console or PC.
What?
Apparently on console, 60? Apparently on console it is very, very not stable. I think they said I think Digital Foundry, which is a pretty trustworthy and reputable source for this kind of thing, tracks. They do all sorts of like really intense tracking of performance for new releases and old releases and all stuff like that. They focus on the technical side of a lot of this shit. And they were like, the best way to play this game is to play the PS4 version on PS5 so you can get a stable 60, which is just weird. I think some
there's
rigs
a day one patch coming out. I know there's a day one patch coming out.
Well, it's already out.
I don't know if that's going to do it. It's already out?
Yeah, the day one patch I think was like 15 hours ago or something. I saw it on Twitter, that's why. But yeah, it hasn't done anything apparently to that, so I'm not sure what the situation is, but that is something to note. This game's huge apparently.
Yeah, apparently if they render the whole world at once, then that makes sense. But like, that sucks.
Yeah, it is unfortunate because that's like
I'm still gonna play the fuck out of it.
That's the big thing for me where it's like I can't do unstable frame rate. So I'm probably gonna wait. I'm probably gonna give it a second. I have to get through Horizon Forbidden West and fucking Witch Queen and all this other shit that came out this month out of fucking nowhere. Dying Light 2, Sifu. There's too much shit. Because
is there anything else dropping? And then like the rest of the year, they dropped all the games right now, and they're going to be back in like 3 months.
It does feel. I was talking to Colin earlier because I recorded Sacred Symbols today about like how awkward it is that Horizon Zero Dawn came out a couple days before Zelda. Like one of the most 10 out of 10 open world games that, I mean, debatably, but like universally, like pretty much everybody like highly holds that game in a very high regard. And now, a couple days after the sequel, 5 years later, comes out just a couple of days before another fucking 10 out of 10 masterpiece level open world game. They cannot catch a break.
I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them for real. Like, it just like, let's release this day. And then Miyazaki's like, let's release this day also. I think it'll be good though. I have high hopes for Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I've played Horizon already, and actually the more I play that game, the more I like it because it's more like a game you can sit down and play.
Yeah.
You don't gotta really like rack your brain to play. You can just run around and shoot robots. And like, I guess if you have like if you like looting things, that's like the game for you because all you do in that game is loot, you know?
It is kind of, the fighting is fun and the moving around is fun, but everything else I really don't like.
I like the world.
What do you mean?
The world's pretty, you know, like.
No, yeah, I mean, it looks good, but like, I mean, like, dude, every time I have to have a conversation with like an NPC, it's the worst experience ever.
Yeah, they look weird. They look weird in the way they speak.
They do look bizarre.
I'm just saying, you know what would make that game way better?
No.
I've already said this out loud many a times.
What, tits?
No, Alloy. It had a big fat ass.
Her name's Aloy.
Alloy to me.
Okay.
It's 2 L's in my mind.
Why do you keep? You wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Yeah, you would. If you just like a nice fat ass, you know, and it was just they programmed everything around her having a nice fat ass, it'd be a better game.
Do you think that somewhere in the Guerrilla Games office there is a model that they didn't use of her with of Aloy with just ass? Like no clothes on and the stupidest ass you've ever seen?
I feel like that might be true, but I feel like they'd never let us see that.
No.
Like someone would have to break in, like on some Microsoft break in and take in Windows to make the first Xbox type shit. Like it have to be someone for the people to be like, look what I found.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have to be like a massive like email hack or something. Yeah, but I'm sure it exists. Like, I'm sure that's real.
Yeah, I'm sure. Isn't Horizon on PC?
No.
It's not?
Horizon Zero Dawn is the first one.
Yeah, there's definitely nude mod tier on there.
Oh wait, yeah, that's a good point.
The online community is despicable,
nude
bro.
Mod Aloy Horizon PC. I'm curious. I would be fucking surprised if this doesn't exist. What is going on? Is that it? Is this? Oh, it's real. Okay, good.
Of course, it's the mod community. They have no respect for anything. There's a ton of extremely nude and extremely physically enhanced updates for Baldur's Gate, and it's wild.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a pretty good mod.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
It's not a bad mod.
That's not a bad mod. Oh well.
I don't feel. Oh my god, she has a butt plug in.
All right, let's just calm down.
I can't. Yo, people are demons.
It's just craven animals. It's like the second like you give.
It's so fucking bad.
Everybody's just a sad, like, crazed mammal, and nowhere is that clearer than in the mods for video games. You
realize how fucked up people are.
We have these like fantastic works of art where it's like we get to walk through like intricately designed 3D spaces that literally transport us to different worlds, places that are shaped by imagination and fucking, you know, all of these incredible people coming together, utilizing their skill to create something special, and then just one fucking guy's like, but
can I fuck it?
But can I? Yeah, I want to see pussy and tits and ass, and then it's there immediately. It doesn't take a long time.
Within hours, bro.
Hours, maybe never.
Hours,
maybe
bro.
Days, never weeks. Never weeks. Never weeks.
Never weeks, bro. People are diligent, dude. It's insane.
That's people, man. That's.
Have you seen? And they just keep adding more. Have you seen all the mods for Skyrim, bro?
Oh yeah, no, it's insane.
It's unruly.
And in fairness, though, a lot of the mods for Skyrim are really cool. Also,
they are really cool, but it's like, damn, bro.
Yeah,
y'all just want to see thick bitches walking around all the time. Turn all your companions into females with big tits and asses. It's like, damn, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. I've never actually bothered to go through the trouble. I did it. I only did it for Resident Evil 2 because I was curious. I was like, how do I didn't have a lot of experience with modding, so I was curious if I could do it, and I did, and now I don't know how to undo it, so I just can't play that game around anybody again. At least on PC.
There's usually a folder where you could take the mods in or out. It's like very simple.
Oh yeah, I know it's simple because I put it in very simply, but like after a while, I just forget where to look, and it's just done. It's over. I'm never playing that game
again. That's for me
again.
in Baldur's Gate. I have two different separate files. The file I'm willing to stream with, and the file I don't stream with.
So stupid.
Hey man,
but
titties will make a man do dumb shit.
Yeah, you're absolutely true. But
fact.
But I wanted to mention this before I forgot because this was just such a crazy fucking thing. I showed this to you while you were on stream. This creator, this YouTuber, he goes by Ergomancy, ERGOMANCY. That's him on Twitter, on Instagram, and I believe on YouTube as well. He made this incredible Snark tank animated that you really should all watch. It's called Stupid Sexy Robots, Snark Tank Animated on Ergomancy's channel. It's got 9,000 views right now. Go show that video some love. It's a 4-minute and 31-second long, like, pretty much, it feels like a pilot episode of a show. Like, it is so well done and well animated and well drawn and just really detailed, just full of Easter eggs. It's without a doubt the new bar for animated Snark Tank. It's crazy.
Things in general for me now, but like that, it's like, if you watch the podcast, which you guys, I'm sure you guys do if you're seeing this, but if you guys watch the podcast, it's so many hints back to like, dude, when he opens the closet, that's every female character ever said is hot on the show.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, no,
all of them.
There's
he
a lot
even gets a Lily.
There's a lot of fun Easter eggs here, and it's really well done and really well animated, and a lot. I could tell just looking at it that a lot of work went into it. So I wanted to shout it out on the show. I'll probably share this on the Patreon feed proper after we're done recording this. So before you're even hearing this, it'll be on the Patreon. But I want to talk to this guy about uploading it to the channel proper because it is just that good, and I just wanted to make sure we talked about it because it's fucking just. It's way too good for what. It's way too good for what our show is.
Absolutely.
Like it's. There's no good reason why this much talent should go towards any of us, but it does, and we are endlessly appreciated.
Thank you so much, buddy. We really appreciate you.
Yeah. Fuck. I'll pay this guy. Keep doing this. I won't even. I don't even need to make money from the show. I'll give him my entire cut. If we get more of this, because this is fucking sick.
This is time consuming and perfectly done.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Ergomancy. Made my week. Like,
definitely did, dude. I was streaming and I was like, I guess I'm gonna end the stream. Then I saw that and I was like, this is insane. I've never felt that appreciated in my life. I've been with a girl for 5 years. Never felt that level of appreciation from anything ever.
Jeez, man, let's calm down.
It's real. It's real, and it's sad, and it's real.
It's
fucking sad.
I do believe you. I believe you when you say that.
It's real, and it's sad, and it's real, and it's sad, and it's sad, and it's real.
Okay. Fuck. Let's move on to some. Questions.
For Sheezy.
We have a lot, so that's why we're going into it a little bit early.
Gotcha.
Also,
Derek's not here. Did we mention Derek's not here?
He's fighting in Ukraine.
Oh, okay. I guess. Yeah, he's over there. Saving his European women. You know him.
That was the first thing he said. He said, "Guys, I have to go save the European women." And he shipped off to. He never got back to us whether or not he landed. So I don't know.
Could you imagine? That's the first thing he thinks about. Like, we call him like, "Hey, Derek, are you packing?" "Yeah, man, I gotta go. I gotta fight. I gotta fight there, man." It's like, why are you sure about this? It's like, I have to be there. You don't understand. It's really important.
If you Matt, that would be a fascinating war. Oh, hey, Derek, did you hear the news? He's like, what? War broke out, and he goes, where?
Where?
Where? It's like, oh man, Lithuania. And he goes like, she immediately like does like a Sailor Moon spin, and he's like in like a patrol cap and like marine gear. He's got a canteen
marine gear with the fucking AR on his side. It's like, what the fuck, Derek? What the fuck, man? I gotta go, man. Wish me luck.
He does it too.
He's a war hero.
He does it.
He's a war hero. He saves lives.
Yeah, he's like Captain America, except like there's nothing special about him. He just happens to have. He's just super lucky when he goes over there because he's that dedicated to the cause. He's like, I have to save as much European pussy as possible.
All that stark white pussy, all that Caucasoid pussy has to be protected.
That fucking snow minge, man.
I can't let them destroy my dear white pussy.
he doesn't even make an effort to save the guys either. He's just like, he does not care. He does like, or the children or no one. It's a literally
not a saved child or man.
Nah.
A little kid falls down, reaches his hand out, kicks it in the face. Where's your mom? How young is your mom? Where's your mom? How old is your mom? The kids,
where's your mom? How old is your mom?
Where's she? How old is she?
Oh my God, Derek the war hero. There's gonna be a statue of him in Kiev when this is all done.
I hope there's a Kia when this is all done, but.
Oh my God! All right, let's move on.
Okay, let's see what the kind of fuckery questions they got.
Nikki Ziggy wrote in. Says, hello, gents. This question is more for Sweeney. Have you seen the English dubbed anime Ghost Stories? The anime flopped in Japan, so when it came to America, the producers didn't give a shit and didn't give the voice actors a script. They were only given a rough idea of the plot of each episode and told to do whatever the fuck they wanted. The dub became so popular because of the absolutely disrespectful and horrendous things the VA said, and it became one of the most popular dubs of all time. Watch it for your own sake.
I watched Ghost Stories when Joe and Whiskey and everybody first started doing fucking like VO stuff.
Yeah.
And that shit is so funny, bro. Like, there's a moment that makes no sense. It's so bad, man. Imagine being a writer of a show, and then that's what they do with it.
Yeah. It's a dub. It's a dub for sure. And I think like there's this one,
dude. It's different, Chris. Because there's dubs and then there's this.
It does feel fake, like when you're, but like I mean, I guess if that's really the context of it, if that is that real though? Is that really the story of the Ghost Stories dub? Because
they didn't care about it. They didn't care about it, man, because it did so bad.
But
this probably didn't really air anywhere either. Truth be told.
But then
where? Like,
but then
here.
why? Who was paying for the dub if it wasn't airing anywhere?
They probably weren't getting probably 4Kids, but you know how much did they buy? It probably wasn't really going anywhere. Like, this is not working.
This airs on 4Kids. Can you imagine the Ghost Stories dub with that rabbit laughing? It's such a ridiculous dub that like when I first saw it, I thought it was because it reminds me of like DBZ Abridged and those things.
It reminds me of Abridged.
It reminds me of an Abridged series. And that's what I always thought it was. I always thought it was just a bunch of people who just found this stupid anime and just decided to like make a joke out of it. I didn't realize that it was genuinely the VAs.
The moment where the little girl's like, we can't leave Kaya still. And the guy turns to him and stoic-faced and says, I don't care about your cat. It's probably already dead. That is the moment where I ripped apart watching it. It's so fucking fun. Guys, really, if you guys like anime or don't like anime, just look at the Ghost Stories compilation. It'll blow your fucking mind. It's so unbelievable.
It is very. It's an experience watching this because I remember the first time I saw it and I really could not believe what I was seeing. But I also I slowly was just like, oh, it must be just a bunch of people fucking around. I thought it was well done for a bunch of people fucking around. You know, that was my thing. I remember being like, wow, this is like a really well done fake dub. But there were plenty of those. You know, DBZ Abridged was also really well done. But I also understood the context of it.
That's true. What do you think? Do you think DBZ Abridged is a better way to watch the Dragon Ball show?
No.
It
doesn't have the. It
doesn't have the music. That's like the thing, iconic music. But when it comes to like explaining a story in way faster detail, and in a because I think DBZ Abridged is just as enjoyable, if not slightly more enjoyable than a regular cartoon for me, especially now that I'm older.
I think. I don't know. I feel like the opposite. I feel like now that I'm older, I appreciate the original cartoon more. But because like when I was younger, I was like, oh, this is funny. LOL, how silly. Rafflecopter, you know, how fun. But fucking, I don't know. Like I think with Dragon Ball Z, there's like a lot of charm in how seriously they take it, you know, and that's kind of missing.
That's true. They don't have all the yelling and craziness.
Yeah, that's like
love
half
the
of
characterization of characters.
Half of the identity of Dragon Ball Z is the screaming and like the long transformation sequences and just the very fact that it does take like what 6 hours for Namek to explode in 10 minutes or something.
I think that's not the charm for me. The charm for me of Dragon Ball Z is just simply like, I don't know. I watched Dragon Ball first. I'm one of the few people on Earth that watched Dragon Ball before Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So seeing Goku as an adult made me really happy. And I feel really spoiled by the idea they kind of go on afterwards, like after Dragon Ball Z in general.
What do you mean?
Because like, I don't know, like Super kind of reverts Goku's character back to like the very beginning of his character. Like where he's just like buffoonish and doesn't know what he's doing. He feels dumber than Kid Goku did.
Yeah.
Even though Kid Goku lived in a forest, you know? He lived in a forest and he fucking got food from a tree and he had a monkey tail, you know. And then they go to Dragon Ball Z and it's like, all right, he seems more mature and his character has gotten more stoic and less like animated. And then like they go to GT and I actually like GT personally because I saw GT when I was young and I was like, oh, this is not bad. It's still super silly and like a lot of weird things happen, but I did enjoy GT. And then even Super has a lot of really cool parts. But there's so much dumb shit that happens, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here?
I fucking hated GT. GT felt like a Sonic OC show.
GT was weird. I love the music. I love the art style. I love how strange Goku looks sometimes. I love how he's tan also.
Yeah, he is super tan in that show.
He's tan and weird looking.
I just hated how they focused on like the weirdest characters. Like they put like, okay, after Dragon Ball Z, what's the natural evolution of this story? Oh, Goku becomes a kid and fights alongside Trunks and his granddaughter. It's like a sitcom.
In space.
It's like, here's this man, and then he's fighting alongside the son of his rival and his granddaughter, but they're all older than him. It's like this ridiculous Sabrina the Teenage Witch ass fucking plot.
You don't like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, bro?
Not as an anime.
You don't fuck with Sabrina the Teenage Witch, bro?
You remember when they did that weird Netflix reimagination of
I watched
Sabrina?
every episode of that shit.
You would.
What does that mean?
Nah, nothing. Nothing.
What does that mean, Chris?
Nah, you're a fan. You're a connoisseur of the feminine arts. You know?
What does that mean?
It means you like shows that you probably wouldn't be acceptable to like in Russia. You know?
Oh, well, that because of what? Because of me being a man, I can't like Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
Well, you're right. You're right. I shouldn't like that.
No, I mean I watched the original one with the talking cat.
Salem?
Yeah. And then he doesn't talk in the new one, so I was like, all right. Well.
Yeah, he does. That made me really sad.
It's very bizarre because it would have been totally believable. You know, like
it's a cat that talks. Like, okay, it's magic, bro. What the hell? Like, let him speak.
That's the thought process that I'm really confused about because it was like, oh man, I don't know if this is believable that the cat would talk, but it's like you're in a magic world. Like, why not? I don't know. That was just a weird. Wasn't there like a moment where Salem like shows his true form and he looks like a fucking golem?
Yeah, he's like a little goblin.
Looks like a Wendigo. It's a very creepy looking guy.
A little goblin.
A goblin.
Goble.
But yeah.
All right, what else you got?
You should all watch Ghost Stories if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, seriously, watch it.
I still have this fucking Aloy thing.
Alloy.
Aloy.
I'm telling you, man, when she had a fat butt, bro.
What's wrong with you? Okay. UNSC forward onto Dong wrote in. He says, "Hey, gradient of brown. I'll keep this as brief as possible. After watching the book of Robert Fettuccini, I was wanting to dive a knife straight through the nearest orphan. I decided to cleanse my palate with some good Star Wars, i.e. Jedi Fallen Orders, New Game Plus, trying to get back into KOTOR, watching The Mandalorian again, and playing Battlefront 2 2005 for the first time since 2007. That must have been a weird experience. I feel weird engaging with Star Wars again after writing it off after being burnt so many times. My question is, what does being a fan mean to you guys? I don't call myself a fan because of all the retarded shit in Star Wars, but some cool concepts keep bringing me back like a battered Ethan Ralph. Also, Sweeney, for the love of Keith David, back away from your microphone when you start yelling. Keep up the good work, boys."
Okay.
You should scream into the microphone now. Yeah, there you go.
Dang, what do you consider a fan? What do you consider a fan of?
I don't know. Like, I think I'm. What do you mean? Like, what do I consider a fan of? What does that mean?
Like, what do you consider a fan of something is? Because I consider it someone that like absorbs the media.
I would say it's somebody who is. There's a difference between a fan and a fanatic, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, even though those are technically the same word.
The same. Yeah.
Colloquially, I think a fan is somebody who has a lot of passion for a certain subject, but also isn't necessarily defined as a person by it. Like, there are people who, like, I would consider myself a huge Halo fan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't deck my room out entirely with Halo shit. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, like, I say that as I'm wearing a hat.
You're gonna see hat and you have like Halo shirt. You got a fucking Halo hat in your room.
This is a Skyrim shirt.
Huh? No, you have Halo shirts though. You have plenty of Halo shirts. You have fucking Master Chief helmet.
But but that's the thing. It's like all of my Halo stuff is gifts from other people. Like, you got me one of those shirts because it's like it's just a safe thing for people to know I like it. People know I make videos about it. So like, oh, what does he like? Oh, okay, Halo. We'll just get him a Halo thing. So I have a lot of the Halo stuff that I have is all just gifts. All I bought was the helmet and the Bungie shirt years ago. Everything else...
And the Needler.
The Needler was a prop for a video.
You bought it, so just saying.
You're right.
You have, I'm just saying, because I'm not one to judge, bro. I have a ton of shit from the things. I have, like, almost every D&D 5th edition book.
Yeah.
For Spider-Man, I have, like, 14 years of Spider-Man comics. And, like... a Spider-Man cup, a Spider-Man nightlight that I don't even use. It's just in my room. So I don't know. I consider myself a huge fan, but I wouldn't say it's all my personality. But the thing is, I'm such a big fan of so many things that makes up my personality.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Like I'm a portion of all those things. I don't just like.
You're a fan of too many things to be consumed by one thing.
Yeah, I'm split up. I'm not exactly. I can't give all my love to one thing because I'm giving it so much more to other things. So
yeah, I don't know. It is kind of confusing because like he talks about how he's like, oh, I'm a fan of I wouldn't call myself a fan of Star Wars. I just keep getting sucked back by cool concepts. And
that's a fan.
That is a fan. Yeah, I would say that because there are things that I've watched and I'm like, all right, and then I never got sucked back into them. And I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I would say that I appreciate certain things, like Witcher, for example. Like I like The Witcher. I don't think I'm like a fan of The Witcher.
I agree with him with the Star Wars thing. Like I constantly like, man, I'm done with Star Wars. And then like they do something Star Wars based that's good. But I think Star Wars Star Wars is a particular case though. Like it's not exactly like other fandoms because Star Wars went from being very loved and consistently loved to very, very, very bad in a short period of time. That really scorned people about it, you know?
Yeah.
Not to mention that Star Wars fans are some of the worst fan base on the planet. We suck for the most part. I'm going to be very truthful. I'm a Star Wars fan, and I try not to be toxic about it, but most people that like Star Wars are horrible. They just suck. They're the worst people ever.
Did you see that story about the guy who threw a grenade into a fucking hospital because he thought Darth Vader was in it?
He threw a grenade in a hospital because he thought this fictional character was in it.
It was a guy who was like,
he thought he had been the first person to figure out he's there too. That's what makes this motherfucker even stupider than begin with. Because this guy thinks, oh man, only I know Darth Vader's in there. Not the rest of the people in this place.
Kingston,
no one else can figure this out but me.
Be honest with this scenario. Let's say Lily's like in the hospital for some like basic thing. Like she's just like I don't know. She like sprained her ankle or something. You're in the waiting room. You're waiting. She's getting examined or whatever. And then you're in the waiting room, and then you see.
What?
You see someone. You see someone like who emanates evil. Like you know that that's an evil person going down the same hallway that she went down, right? This is like a Wendigo looking person. This is like somebody who's like very, very like no one's looking at him, no one's addressing him, but like you know that that's an evil person.
Like it's clear as day.
Like it's clear as day to you, but no one else.
Oh no, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. You know, the guy that like says something and everybody's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yo, dude, I'm just trying to, like, you know, that guy that like, so this is
like,
he's
walking backwards and he's got like, you remember Professor Quirrell from the first Harry Potter movie where his head was on the back of his head? He looks like that guy. Like it's obviously like the most conspicuous person. Like that's something of like from a different realm. And it's very clearly here for chaos.
Oh my God. I don't want to be that guy. Because what if I confront him and he's like, honestly, I'm just trying to, like, I confront him and then like he's not doing anything wrong. And then I'm that person where I'm just like,
you just profiled him just because he looks like a demon. I profiled
the fuck out of this guy. I'm no better than fucking Giuliani, you know?
you become fantasy Giuliani. You stop and frisk this man with a face on the back of his head, walking backwards in a big black cloak.
I was just going to use the bathroom.
I'm sick.
Did I do something wrong?
He looks at you. Well, he does this. He's looking at you. He's really tall. He goes, I got back face disease.
I only have a few more minutes.
You wasted some of his final moments.
And you wasted them profiling me. Maybe if you just spoke to me, things would be different. Ugh, and he dies, falls down.
He collapses on the ground, and then everybody notices. Everybody looks up, and they're like, "What'd you do?
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? You killed him. What did you do?
Oh my fucking God!
You killed him."
That'd be a bad situation.
That would be. I would.
Nobody noticed. People. Nobody noticed before because it was just a guy walking around. They were all like playing Wordle or whatever the fuck people
Wordle. I still haven't played that game once. One of my friends tried to explain it to me, and I was like, "This sounds dumb."
I still don't know what it is. Like, I haven't Googled it. I haven't Googled like pro gameplay of Wordle. Wordle speedruns.
Gameplay, bro.
I don't know what it is.
Tech.
I heard something about how like "cussy" was a word apparently. But I don't even know what that means in the context of Wordle.
Like clown pussy?
No, that's clussy.
That's clussy. Cat pussy is Cussy, I guess.
It could be car. I don't know.
Car pussy?
I don't really know. I didn't look that deep into it, but I remember seeing
We fucking
another
in
word
adamants now. All right. Well, hey.
That's that the New York Times bought the rights to that game?
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere. Course. It was around the time that like Microsoft was like, hey, I'm going to take Activision. Bungie, and Sony was like, hey, I'm going to take Bungie. And then the New York Times was like, well, you know what?
We'll take Wordle.
Now we're in the conversation. How about that? You imagine, how would you feel, Kingston, if Larian Games was purchased by fucking the Washington Post or something?
I would cry.
If BET bought Larian Games.
Chris, that's the most insane thing ever. If BET bought Larian Studios,
yeah,
there'd be better black character customization in the game. On all fairness. But what the fuck would that even entail?
They have a lot of money.
That's like 343 Studios being bought by La Vivision. It's like, what does this mean?
That's in the realm of possibility. There's a Spanish.
It's not.
There's a Spanish pilot.
So that means that that's.
I don't know. Fucking
whatever.
Bro,
that'd be so strange.
Would you play a La Vivision game?
I didn't even watch La Vivision growing up because my grandma hated it. But like now some fucking piece of shit, I'd probably try it out. It'd be really attractive women in it.
Yeah, for sure.
The female designs would be. They'd be in. People would have a problem with it, but the people that created it would give no fucks. They'd be like, so what?
I could see like a AAA like open world Ugly Betty game.
Ugly Betty game. She's not even on La Vivision.
Yes, she was.
There's a Spanish version of it though. Not. It's not the same Ugly Betty. It's not America Ferrera.
No. But there's a. But have you seen the Spanish Ugly Betty?
The Spanish version is better, I think. Honestly.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
It's insane though. It's like wild.
I can't believe what a specific thing to remember out of nowhere.
Of course, bro. You know why?
Yo soy Betty La Fea.
Yo soy Betty La Fea. My name is Ugly Betty.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a Colombian show.
Colombia. I know in the American one she was Mexican.
She is really ugly, actually.
Yo soy Betty La Fea.
Yeah, wow, she is like genuinely hideous.
She can't be that ugly, right?
I mean, I would.
Oh no.
I would, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you Google Yo soy Betty La Fea and you tell me how attractive you think.
Damn, bro. I don't even think America Ferrera is ugly. I think they just did a really good job making her look ugly. But Betty La Fea is.
I'm glad that they did that though, because there's so many. Do you remember in Punisher season 2 where that guy was like, "You ruined my fucking face and I'm angry about it," and it was just a couple lines,
couple scars. It's like
it was like I looked him up in the comics. That character, and he's like fucked up in the comics. He's like mangled. But in the show, he looks like a model. And he's like, I'm ugly and I'm ruined because you fucking pressed broken glass into my face. Like his face, there's no reason why his face should be in as good shape as it is in season 2 of The Punisher on Netflix.
Yo, Betty La Fea is ugly, bro. Holy shit,
But man. They did it. They committed to the bit. They were like, all right, we're going to make
being mean because I don't like calling people ugly, but oh my God, bro.
Well, they did that. Obviously, they made her ugly.
Nah, bro. Genetics made her ugly, bro. There's
oh my God.
There's hardwiring in there, bro. That's hardware and software, bro.
I don't know. I'm just. It just always bothers me whenever there's like, oh man, that character's so tortured and he's all fucked up. Look at him, and it's just some male model with a line on his face.
Yeah, like they don't like. I'm looking for a hunchback of Notre Dame looking motherfuckers, man. Motherfuckers that'll make my dick flaccid, dog.
Yeah,
I can't even think about fucking that dude.
Like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, you know?
Yes, like when his dick fell off and he put it in a jar. That is real. That is real. That's part of the movie.
Yeah, well, that's what happens to flies.
That's what happens when you become a fly. Your dick falls off. Is that it? Is that how I cure myself?
I mean, I would
become a fly.
I would imagine that that's part of the process.
I would love to not have a dick.
Yeah, I think most problems would be solved.
But, you know, tis the way the world works.
It is the way the world works. Let's move on.
The way the world works.
Let's move on to a different little question over here. Chris was the artist I listened to the most in 2021, and he still didn't suck my cock. Okay, thanks. He wrote in, what is the single most beautiful video game you have ever played? Be it super stylized or hyper realistic. My personal answer is Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I just spelled something. Let's see if they would know what I just did.
Wait, what'd you do?
Nothing.
What do you mean? What are you cackling
I just spelled something in sign language. I want to see if everybody knows what I did.
I wasn't even looking.
Oh, I'm excited now.
All right, you guys can figure that out. You guys.
Let's see if you guys know. I probably did it wrong too, so you got to know what you're doing to figure this out.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, that guy wrote in and he says, "What is the single most beautiful?" Oh, I read this already. You fucking tripped me up. You did like a mind game at me.
The most beautiful game, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Really?
I'd have to say it's the most beautiful. It pulled me. Well, other than like maybe Baldur's Gate is like up there. Baldur's Gate 3 is like high up there as well, because of the idea of how well those games immerse you in a different world.
Yeah.
Like you are like pulled into a different place. It's not like, you know, like I guess when I read when I read Game of Thrones, I was very immersed in the world, but that story is also very about characters. The world is a thing. The world's a breathing character, but like, you know, the idea of just Red Dead's like, because you're in America, you know, like this is like the country in which we already live on.
Uh-huh.
But in such a different way. Like, it looks so different. It's back when cities were just being conceived.
Yeah.
Back when, there was, open terrain where you could run, and you could see deers and shit like that.
Open. The fucking... Red Dead Redemption 2 is a gorgeous game. Like, I do think it is, really... There are some shots in that game that are incredible. Especially, the cinematic ones where the game just sort of, nudges you in the direction. Like, when you and the gang are approaching that mansion to burn it down,
yeah,
to rescue, I think.
When you're going to save Jack?
Yeah, when you're going to save Jack. That is, one of the most impressive shots that just happened naturally. Without a cutscene being forced or anything. It's so good.
There's so many moments. Like, the moment when you save Arthur. Not save Arthur, you save Jack. Or John. When you save John off the fucking cliff.
Yeah.
And he's, hanging there, and, it kind of zooms in a little bit. Or zooms out a little bit. It's just that game is just a lot of really good set pieces.
Yeah.
It's a video game, which is strange. It's a video game, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think about... I remember being kind of taken by Death Stranding when I first played it, because there's something... There was a real... I like desolate games, or empty... Specifically Shadow of the Colossus is one that sticks out to me. It's just what a beautiful fucking game, despite the fact that it's on PlayStation 2, you know?
Shadow of the Colossus is really, really cool because it's just technically just a huge field.
Yeah.
And then every now and then you run into one or two monoliths. Yeah. And then every now and then there's a Colossus, which is just gives you a sense of scope most games can't.
Yeah, it's
the only other
really
game
good.
That gives you scope like that is Breath of the Wild, I'd really say.
It's good at scope and scale, I find, because I still, I don't know, man, even while I was playing Horizon, I was fighting some of these bosses and I was like, this is cool, but the whole time I'm thinking, and this comes up every time I play a game with boss battles in it, I keep thinking man, it's been such a long time since I've been genuinely awestruck by just a sense of scale in a boss fight. It probably hasn't been since Shadow of the Colossus. I think God of War came really close when that giant snake came in. But you didn't really
when Jormungandr showed up?
Yeah, whatever that guy's name is. I could never remember Jormungandr. When that snake appears and it comes at you and it's it's huge
and it breathes at you and it fucking the base.
That's a great sense of scale, but that's not a boss. You know, you don't actually fight him in any real way.
You fight the dragon, but even the way you fight bosses in modern video games is this thing is really big. Hit its feet till it falls down.
Yeah.
Now it falls down. Hit it in its weak spot.
It's always that.
That's why
even in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Elden Ring is going to change that now because you're going to like, you're fighting the dragon you fight. You're fighting that dragon. You're not like hitting parts of it. No, like you can hit that whole bitch.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really, really, really cool. But that's how you fight giant bosses, you know, because you can't, because, you know, most games you don't have the mobility or the ability to just like be flipping and zipping all around the area to be able to get on a dragon or hurt it in a way that like,
but that's why, like how it would be. That is why I love Shadow of the Colossus. It is the only game that is the most real and visceral feeling monster hunting game I've ever played. I know Monster Hunter exists, Horizon exists, and that's basically like just a toned down more linear version of Monster Hunter. You know, you're taking down, you're analyzing weak spots and stuff, and it's cool. I like the combat loop of it, but the sense of like climbing and like timing jumps and really like getting up on top of these like beasts is so satisfying and so cool that it still sticks out to me even like fucking 20 years later, and like I don't know, it's that's a special fucking game.
I played Shadow of Colossus when I was like maybe like 14, 15, maybe.
No, I played it later. I played it in college.
14, 15, maybe.
I played it in 2013.
I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really cool because there was no like enemies. It was just the Colossus.
Yeah, it was just bosses.
And I thought that was cool. And I thought like the idea of the world, like running around on a horse and just there being nothing, and it's a place you could run around in, was sort of like, whoa, this feels really, really, really big, but also empty.
Yeah.
At the same time, that like I felt like they took a lot of that from Breath of the Wild. Where like in Breath of the Wild, it feels really, really, really big, but at times it feels quite empty. It feels like, because in Breath of the Wild, it feels like all it is just you and the world with your abilities to interact with it. Which at times can feel kind of boring to people because people want an open world they can feel like they can live in. Opposed to open world you feel like you can interact with. Because those things are kind of different, you know? Like open world you can live in is sort of like open world like Skyrim. You feel like you can live in Skyrim, you know, you can go to fucking not Soulstone, you can go to like Windhelm or go to like White Run. Is it White Run? Yeah.
White Run,
So Breath of the Wild, it's like, I can get on this rock, I can hit this rock, and I can fly across the map and then jump off this rock and fall into water. It's just stuff like that differs it.
That is an interesting way to put it, like a world that you can interact with versus one that you could live in. I think that's an interesting way to put it. But yeah, I don't know. That's I think Shadow of the Colossus is mine. There are a bunch of other ones like Bastion and Hades and Cuphead and
Hades
and
Cuphead is just a groove, man. That whole game is a fucking constant. Like I don't think that game is technically rhythmic, but the sound and the style of that game makes me like nostalgic for a period of time I definitely didn't exist in. You know?
Yeah, they have a show now.
Yeah, no, I've been watching it. It's pretty fun. It's definitely more of a kiddie show, but it's really fun.
Yeah. It has some SpongeBob vibes, which makes sense because like the director is somebody that I know, not super well, admittedly, but he works on SpongeBob. Fun story. I was with the director of Cuphead and Zach in a diner once after a party,
of course.
And I was so drunk that I just threw up in the bathroom, and I think I closed that diner.
Like down, like
that diner stopped. Anymore? Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Because you vomited acid on the fucking bathroom floor, and they were like, "There's a hole now."
I cleaned it up. I'm not an animal.
Of course, I'm glad you did, dude.
Well, there are people who don't.
I know and those are animals. You got them right.
Ori
I didn't
though
know had this much hair.
Ori is gorgeous though. Ori. The problem I have with Ori is that it's too beautiful. Like, I play Ori and I get, like, kind of lost in just looking at it, and then I just forget what I'm doing because I feel like I'm watching something that's... I feel like I'm watching a painting, and I'm waiting for it to do things.
Gorgeous. Like, in a scale that, like, most games don't even come close to because of the idea, like... And this might not be the right word, but the fluorescent nature of it, where everything is like super shiny and contrasts the background sometimes. Even Ori's color, like when you're in a darker area, how bright and shiny Ori is.
Yeah.
That it kind of just makes everything look super pretty, which I love. I really, really like that game. I beat the first one. Is the second one out yet?
Yeah.
It came out a little while ago, right?
Yeah, that's the Will of the Wisps.
I have not played the second one yet, but I know I beat the first one. It was really, really, really fucking good.
Wait,
I'm going to play it eventually. Maybe stream it.
Ori and the Blind Forest is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ori and the Will of the Wisps is the second. And those are both very good games. And you should all play them. This I have to read because it enraged me when I read it. Acceleron, I think is how you pronounce it, wrote in. He says, "Hello, people. I could be convinced we're just part of a fever dream. Do you have any opinions on media that are completely different from popular opinion? For me, it's that I would consider BioShock in my top 5 worst games of all time. Thank you, and have a goblinous day."
I think BioShock 2 kind of sucks, but I think BioShock 1 and Infinite are good games.
Listen. Here's the thing. There's no way you believe that, Acceleron. Like, I can't. The top 5 worst games of all time, really?
That's pretty crazy.
So you have E.T. on Atari, on a fucking Atari 2600. You have, like, Ride to Hell Retribution. You have, like, I don't know, Bad Rats on Steam. And then
Bad Rats is so fucking garbage. Oh, my God. Bro, Bad Rats threw me for a fucking loop. I was like, I'm just going to try this out. Someone gifted me this game on Steam. And I played it, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
That always happens every time. Like, you just get gifted this game and you're like, what is this? You're kind of excited at first because you're like, oh,
I'm
cool,
not excited.
a free
every
game.
I'm given is I'm kind of like
No, this happened before I had any following or anything. It wasn't like a fan gifted me something. I like joined Steam and some random person I had never played with or met gifted me Bad Rats, and I was like, oh, cool, a free game. I'm poor and I would love. I'm poor and I don't have a lot of money. I would love this. And then you play it and you're like, what?
I don't want to play this anymore.
Is this? Like, why is this real? But so you're telling me that list, right? Fucking E.T., Bad Rats, Ride to Hell Retribution, fucking, I don't know. I can't even think of, like, another thing. BioShock?
I wouldn't. That's
You're crazy. You're out of your
nice
fucking
reach,
mind,
bro. Lol, nice reach.
Yeah, that is an LOL nice reach. I wonder what the top 5 worst games are considered to be.
Oh my God, of all time.
Yeah, top 5 worst games of all
Knack
time.
is definitely up there.
Knack? No.
Knack is definitely up there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't believe
Knack
that
sucks.
at all. Knack is unremarkable, but it doesn't. It's not.
Knack is a PS2 game that they tried to put on PS fucking 4.
Well, that may be true, but that doesn't. I don't believe for a moment that
Knack is the GOG special of video games. It sucks.
No, Knack is just fine. It's just there. It's just like it's just forgettable and bland. But okay, so Bubsy 3D, Shaq Fu, Hotel Mario, Night
Mario
Trap
game is up there.
Hotel Mario. You don't want to. Do you know what Hotel Mario is?
No clue.
It is
the slightest clue.
Hotel Mario is a puzzle video game developed by Fantasy Factory and published by Philips Interactive for the Philips CDI.
All right, never mind. I'm already aware.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's not a good one. Bubsy 3D,
Mario.
Mortal Kombat Mythology, Sub-Zero, Superman 64. That's a pretty rough one.
That game is praised for it. That game is loved for how bad it is. It's hilarious.
It is really. Oh, and the 1980s, you had obviously E.T. You had Custer's Revenge, which was that porn game where you came on Indian ladies.
Wait, what is that game where you're that like white dude and it's like 2 tits in front of his face, 2 sets of tits in front of his face?
Custer. Well, it was 1982 on the Atari, so it's not the most graphically intensive experience.
No, there's another game I heard about that was like some dude that like you just had your tits in front of somebody and it's like it's something. Did you ever play
a game called Dark Angel?
Mm-mm.
I feel like it was like a TV show, but they had a game that I played.
Is it like Angel from Buffy? Because I would know about it maybe, but I've never played it.
Dark Angel Xbox. Yeah, James Cameron's Dark Angel. It's a beat-em-up video game based on the television series Dark Angel. It was developed by Radical Entertainment and published by Sierra. I used to play this. This looks like garbage.
It sounds like garbage.
I remember thinking that, like, oh, it's a realistic-looking game, so it must be for adults. No. I remember thinking, like, the woman looked hot in it.
I remember thinking that Tomb Raider, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, like the PS4, the one game was hot.
PS4?
The PS1 game, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, I look back and I'm like, what was I looking at?
You were just...
What was I looking at? What was that? Was that my brain adapted to see breasts in those polygons?
Yeah.
It was madness.
You're a mammal.
Madness.
You're going to see that wherever you look, really.
Not exactly.
Absolutely.
Not exactly.
You don't close your eyes and see them?
See breasts? No.
Dang, that's crazy.
I close my eyes and I see fire. Just scary.
That's a lot scarier and more concerning, I think.
Yeah, that's why I don't like blinking. I hate it.
I promised myself I would never blink again.
Saw an inferno. I just blinked. Saw a fucking inferno.
Oh, we forgot. I should have mentioned this while we were talking about like the topics earlier. Fucking Arthur's over. Arthur the Aardvark. The finale aired, and Arthur turned into Peanut Butter Gamer.
Oh my god.
He looks and what is it? He like. It's like the last episode is them catching up with everybody. DW is a cop, and she almost arrests the guy. DW's a cop.
Binky's a fucking news prompter.
Binky is a prompter. He's the screen.
News.
He's a news anchor.
He's a news anchor. Fucking who else? Is it Muffy? Muffy's the mayor.
Muffy.
His name is Muffy.
That's his name.
The monkey, the white monkey.
The white monkey's name is Muffy?
Yeah, I think her name is Muffy, right?
Oh my god. Okay.
Her name is Muffy, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, her name is Muffy.
All right.
Muffy Crosswire.
Oh my fucking god. That's an interesting name. Anyway.
What?
Because Muff is
puss, I guess, so.
Yeah, it's a little fucking weird. But fucking Arthur, I don't know what the fuck Buster is. Like, he's like a...
Buster's the Arthur.
He's Arthur?
An author. An
author,
author, not Arthur.
But
he's
then
not
fucking...
Arthur.
Arthur, have a little faith, Arthur. But fucking Arthur becomes like a graphic novelist, and the graphic novel he's writing is the show. It's Arthur. And then like...
Which is kind of cool.
It's so weirdly like high concept for Arthur, though.
But like I watched the last episode, and the last time I watched Arthur was maybe like 2006.
Yeah, probably.
Like
that sounds
I was
right.
like definitely like in 6th grade.
I thought it ended already.
I thought it took a hiatus, but I didn't know they changed the way the art looked.
Oh, that happens.
Lord Jesus, it was so bad. It was so bad. So fucking bad, bro. I firmly stand by. I think Arthur's one of the best shows ever. I think that show is fantastic.
25 seasons.
Fantastic. I remember watching that when I was a little kid. And like just loving it. Because it was always like a good lesson. Like I always learned something good from it. And then they made Arthur this fucking probably guy that lives on incel forums. Never probably talks to girls. Really big fan of Ethan Ralph and Keemstar, like one of those kind of guys.
No, that's fucking unnecessary. He's not that fucked.
He looks like he argues for use of the N-word in like public areas. He looks like a fucking shithead. I always thought Arthur was black. I guess I'm wrong.
But you just think everybody's black.
I thought Arthur and Francine were black.
You thought every single person. Every single fictional and anthropomorphized creature that you've ever seen is black.
No, but some of them give off black vibes, you know?
The Ninja Turtles.
They do. Guys.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Viewers, right now, everybody, the Turtles are black. They are black.
Oh my God. This is such a weird conversation.
Without a doubt, Raphael is black-coded. But I can't Arthur is too, and all of them. Mikey, Donnie, Leo, and Raph are all black people. I don't care anymore. Splinter's not. Splinter is an Asian person, more likely than not Japanese.
How do you know?
But, Well, he's from Japan. Is there sometime he was a rat that was mutated, and other
where are the turtles from?
New York. It's a good. Hey, That's already points leaning towards my way. Not
there's-
exactly, but leaning towards my way.
There's no fucking way that these turtles that say fucking cowabunga, they're high, they're stoner kids.
That is not something that they say. Look, I am referring to mostly the 1990s version, the cartoon that when you think about.
So you mean later, like after they were incepted and created?
I'm talking about because there's different renditions of them, obviously. The renditions are going to have different vibes. There was definitely the 80s one. They were like, cowabunga, dude. And they were like, they were silly looking.
That's the Ninja Turtles.
No, but there's various kinds. Because by that time, that's the second rendition of them. There's the first rendition when they were like gritty and they all had red headbands and they were fucking scary and they were killing people.
That is true.
That is the first rendition. Them, I don't know what they are. They're just mad. Then there's
just mad.
Then there's the 80s one where they were in the cartoon where they were all like round and freaking portly and all that. And I was like, all right, these guys are adorable. And then there's the ones like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles counting down 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles. That one.
There is so much cowabunga merch for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's insane.
What art style?
What are you talking about? There's all in every art style.
Styles.
No, there are different. No, God. Kingston, but there's different art. If you draw Bill Cosby in different art styles, he's going to be black in all of them. Chris, it doesn't matter.
Chris, yes, but you're not getting my argument.
What's your argument?
Turtles. Every art style radically changes their personality. With a different art style, their personalities are altered along with it.
Along with their races?
There are several renditions.
But so their races change, is what you're saying.
I consider the 2000s Turtles black. The 90s 2000 Turtles that go from all the way from freaking Teenage Mutant Turtles to Back to the Sewers, those are black people.
So you're saying...
And then even in the movie, the live action one, I still think they're probably black.
You're so weird.
I still go with that. This is not a crazy thing to think.
But you think they just became black?
No, I feel like definitely as every rendition, they kind of emphasize, more characteristics that can be attributed to, maybe different.
You mean like their obsession? You mean like their obsession with pizza and martial arts?
I mean, pizza,
I don't
martial
understand.
Arts, hip hop,
The hip hop is just New York, Kingston.
Nah, bro, you don't get it, Chris. Kingston. Those are niggas, bro. You can't tell me they're not.
All right, point me to BET and I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna watch BET until they say cowabunga, and then it's going to be a stream that's going to last 4 years until I die.
Nah, bro. From fatigue. Really think that the Turtles, because not all of them say that. Only one that says that is Mikey.
But they're brothers.
Yes, but Mikey might be a little more, leaning towards the side of where I am, where he's a little more of a unconventional
what this
young
is?
black
You know what
child.
this is? This is you doing what Paul does, where he's like, I think Tarzan's Hispanic. That's what you're doing. Because he's just trying. You know why? Because he's trying to see
that character on his side.
He's trying to see things. He's trying to see himself in Tarzan.
Bro, I think Tarzan, that argument has some basis.
You're fucking losing your mind.
But you cannot tell me the Turtles are not black, dude. Everybody that watches this, comment, tweet at us, talk to us about this. The Turtles are black. I'm talking about particularly the Turtles from the 90s and 2000s cartoon. I'm gonna look it up right now. These are black people, bro. You can't tell me otherwise.
Because I looked up, are the Ninja Turtles black? And the first thing that comes up was the origin of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic series was black and white.
I'm just saying, bro.
So
I'm talking about a particular animated series. It's not all of them. It's the one where they all had they had the white eyes and then the different bandana colors. That is the one. They are black, and then the ones in the movie, I would say, they probably have some N-word influences. But
why did they say cowabunga?
They don't say it that often, bro.
Then why is it their catchphrase?
Because cowabunga was what they said earlier, but they don't say that much anymore. I don't like.
Who the fuck says that at all?
Like, I'm not even reaching. Like, I'm not reaching. I don't remember them really saying it in the 2000s cartoon. And I remember a bunch of that shit, dude.
Let me see if I can look up TMNT Cowabunga compilation.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's several. They even say it in the movie.
Cowabunga compilation. That's so disgusting.
They say it in the new one too, the new movie.
In the new one, they're definitely black. You can't tell me they're not black in the new one.
I don't know why they're saying Cowabunga then, man. It's just
Chris.
I'm really
I don't know how to break this to you, but black folk can say Cowabunga.
No, that's like the N word, but for white people, you can't say Cowabunga.
You can't say Cowabunga. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You can't. Fuck
I don't know. I always thought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were really stupid, so I never cared about them.
I love the Turtles. I love them. They were my favorite. You see, look, there's literally the ones I'm talking about. The Turtles I'm referring to.
What?
There's not a single one of them saying Cowabunga.
Yes, there is.
No, dude. It is a bunch of other turtles.
I don't know, man.
It's the stupid ones from the 80s. It's the
You mean the original? I like how you say the stupid ones from the 80s. That's the inception of the fucking characters.
No, dude, there's different ones, bro.
But are they different races? Where's the Hispanic turtles?
The Hispanic turtles might very likely
those
be.
Those are
the original turtles. The original turtles are probably black, Latino coded.
No.
Because of the fact they stab people a lot.
Here's the thing. It's New York. It's New York, so they're like Hispanic and Jewish, probably. I would imagine.
No way.
For sure.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
No. Jewish people don't live all over New York, really. They exist in New York, but they don't, and they work in New York.
But you see what I'm saying is the turtles help each other out like no one else.
That's true, but sometimes
there's a camaraderie there that doesn't exist. You know, if I see another Hispanic person on the street, like I feel nothing. I don't feel like a kinship or anything. It's just another person.
For real? The opposite. I always felt kinship with Hispanic.
But not in LA because it's all Mexicans. There's like a different type of Hispanic. So
I've always felt it. No matter where I go, I felt it. I was always told I'm not because I'm black my whole life, and I'm just like,
yeah.
My grandmother fucking making arroz con pollo every fucking night is just my imagination.
Kingston, no, Kingston, you say rice and beans. You say rice and beans.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, rice, fried chicken, and grits. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
I don't know. We'll let the audience figure it out.
You guys, they're gonna be like, you know what? Sween's right, man. They are niggas.
Maybe. I don't like the Ninja Turtles, so I don't really.
How can you not like? Well, no.
Because they were lame.
Different. I think they're so cool.
The turtles aren't interesting animals. First off,
turtles are adorable.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I don't want to see them fight. Like, who cares? They're slow. Like, why'd you? I don't know. But
turtles aren't crazy. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't care about martial arts at all. Not into it at all. Didn't even care about fucking like wrestling. Even to the bare minimum of like, oh, people fighting, big fucking deal. Didn't give a shit. So I didn't care about Dragon Ball at all. It's like, oh, cool, a show about babies fighting.
They were babies.
They were fucking babies, dude. Goku's a fucking baby in that show. Goku and Krillin. Krillin was, I guarantee you that Krillin is in Dragon Ball a baby. That is He's a baby. That is, if someone drew a baby, they would draw Krillin. If I said you draw a baby.
He's like 13.
He's 13. He's a 13-year-old baby then, because he's clearly a fucking baby. You cannot tell me that if the Ninja Turtles are black, then Krillin is a baby. Krillin looks more like a baby than the Ninja Turtles look black. 100%.
They
objectively
don't look
speaking.
black because they're turtles. You can't have them have big lips and nappy hair if they're turtles.
Why not?
But because that's you know what's gonna happen, Chris. You can't do that. It's like the freaking Shirley Temple thing, you know.
Look, I don't know. But
Krillin, don't get me wrong, they're quite round like babies are. And they have a bit of pudge on them. So they do look baby-like. But they're not babies.
Krillin is a baby. Krillin in Dragon Ball is a baby.
He's not.
You look up Krillin in Dragon Ball, and I swear to you, this is a baby. This is a baby. This is a big-headed, big big belly baby. Look up that exact thing. Krillin in Dragon Ball. Go to images. That's a fucking baby.
He's not a baby.
That's a baby. That is a baby.
He's not a baby. He's a little kid.
All right, whatever. He's just not a
You know what's
kid.
crazy? Would be funny. That's the reason why Krillin didn't grow, because he was a baby fighting, hurting his body, so he didn't grow. He stayed that size.
That's exactly the story. And Goku didn't because he was an alien, so he could withstand that damage.
So his body could heal.
You know, Dragon Ball Krillin is definitely a baby. You can't argue this. But I think, I don't know. I just never found Turtles to be like everything about it. Like when I was a kid, I wasn't a teenager, so I didn't care. I didn't care about teenagers at all. Fucking Seventh Heaven and all that bullshit. Like, get out of my fucking way. I don't care.
Bro, I remember I watched Seventh Heaven only by circumstance. Because my sister watched
This is just another show that you watched.
No, my sister watched Seventh Heaven, and I was too young to really care about it, so I watched it with her, and I was like, I don't know what I'm watching.
You're watching Seventh Heaven.
We watched Dawson's Creek together, and we watched Buffy. So I'd watched all those like girly shows from a young age, and that set me up to being okay with watching it as I got older.
Dang, man.
So now I'm just fine with watching that stuff.
You're whiter than I am. I've never seen any of those shows. I've never seen any of them.
But look, okay. I watched that, but then I also listened to Griselda. So like there's a disparity. There's a dichotomy to me, you know?
That's fair. But I wasn't a teenager when the TMNT were around, so I didn't care. I didn't like mutants at all. Like I didn't care about X-Men or anything because I thought they were just like whatever. I didn't do it.
It's weird. It's because like for me, like the whole like being a New Yorker, especially somebody from New York City, around the time where I was growing up, comic book culture was very big.
Not really.
It was. Huge.
It was big. Huge. For people who were into it. It was like video game culture. Like you could argue video game culture was huge back then too. But it really wasn't.
I wouldn't say that. It's culture in New York because
are you kidding me? Like, Pokemon. Every kid was like trading Pokemon like on the fucking Game Boy and shit.
That's definitely true. But like older people, like how to explain it? Like that's why a lot of people like MF Doom and Ghostface Killer, all of those guys, those rappers, particularly like with the hip hop scene or like just like a lot of people in general, they gave a lot of credence towards a lot of the New York heroes. You see people talking about Spider-Man, or people talking about Wolverine, people talking about like Doctor Doom, Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, you know, like those were very much so things you heard. Like I just heard growing up, like not even because I was around nerds, because I was around people that were just like, oh yeah, that's fire, bro. Like I like all that stuff. So that's why when I got older, I was like, oh, this is just kind of what's cool. And it latched on to me. That's why I was a big comic fan before they had the MCU and everything that happened. Mm-hmm. So the Turtles were kind of about that too, because the Turtles are always like just sort of depicted within that whole like vibe of like hip hop s, you know, like real like kind of a ghetto vibe.
Mm-hmm. I guess
ghetto. I don't know if that was racist. Me doing that.
That was a weird thing to do. That was a bizarre. I wasn't racist. It was just so, like very bizarre to
ghetto.
Watch. But. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think it's easy to overestimate the reach of things when you're in it.
When you're surrounded by it. That's very true.
Because like video games, I thought were like the biggest fucking thing in the world, and they weren't until I would argue like 2004 probably, when Halo 2 was like the biggest fucking release in entertainment history up until that point.
That insane.
That was at the crescendo, I think. Like 2004 to 2008 was like that moment where like suddenly like everybody understood. Because I remember being like, we all played Pokemon in school, and like we all had video games that we liked. Everybody had like most people had like a Game Boy or like a Game Boy Advance or an SP or something, and most people were excited by that stuff. And you'd go over to people's houses, and they'd have at least some console with some games. They'd have like SingStar, Guitar Hero was fucking popping. And I remember thinking that was like the biggest thing in the fucking world, but it wasn't really.
Guitar Hero was after Halo, though, right? It's definitely after Halo.
Yeah, 100%.
But like, for me, it was the weird idea. Like, I thought video games were not that big until maybe like the Xbox 360 era. where like you couldn't escape how popular video games were.
That was definitely when the explosion happened, because that was when the internet content had started to happen, and a lot of like early like Newgrounds animations were like animations based on video games, like even some of like fucking what's his face Ego Raptor's stuff about like Metal Gear Awesome and fucking, you know, all fucking those
Ego Raptor.
Yeah, and just a bunch of those like early animations that were based on video games, and then like Machinima happened, and then like
that's true.
It was a whole fucking
and
like
IGN started developing
IGN,
and all those. Yeah,
early internet content was dominated by video games. Like there was like it was video games and music videos. That was the entirety of the internet back then. That was it.
Very much so. Yeah, you're right.
And so it's like, yeah, this is the biggest fucking. What do you mean?
Very true. Very.
What do you
true.
mean? This is the biggest thing in the world. But I don't know.
It was huge. It was like a huge vibe. That's why I feel like really it feels weird to think that we lived through the not existing, because it's true. Like Pokemon was a huge phenomenon, you know, and Pokemon made the news several times. Like Pokemon, like every time a game came out before like maybe like 2006, it was on the news. Like you heard about the new Pokemon games coming out, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess
they were fucking everywhere, man.
Because we don't really use news networks anymore. You know, we don't use the same way we used to.
No.
We get our news from like Twitter and shit like that. So it's different. But they weren't like a global force yet until Halo definitely made something different happen, where it was like this is a big thing and there's money involved, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it was Halo 2 that was like the big touchstone that I remember, and then Call of Duty 4. And then after that
was Modern Warfare 2.
It was over. Like after that, it was like suddenly like that was when I think it started to tilt, where it's like, okay, so this is the biggest entertainment medium in the world now, and it's like the most profitable fucking place to be. It's a crazy fucking acceleration in popularity. But I remember thinking that this was like all there was, because I was just surrounded by it.
That's true.
But also,
remember the whole G4 time when G4 like came into existence? That was why it's still here. It still exists.
Yeah. So well, they died and then they came back, and it was a very, that was a very strange
re-erection.
It's a strange re-erection for sure.
Re-erect.
But so teenagers I hated, mutants I didn't care about, ninjas I did think were cool, admittedly, but the fact that they were turtles nullified everything. I just thought it was so stupid.
You never saw the Triceratops stuff with all the Triceratops when they showed up and they invaded the planet, or like when they went to like the Battle World, the Nexus, where they had to do all the fights? Like that's so much cool shit.
That sounds so incredibly dumb. I can't even begin.
Oh my god!
The Triceratops. Every time I see a Triceratops, I think of Land Before Time, because that girl died. What?
Was there a Triceratops? There was the girl, right?
Yeah, the girl who got murdered.
Who got murdered? No, she didn't get murdered.
Yeah, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, the Triceratops Land
She didn't die.
Time murder.
Stop.
The tragic fate of Judy Barcy from Land Before Time. You didn't know this?
Stop. Did her actor die?
Yeah, the girl who voiced Ducky.
I'm talking about the character. I'm not talking about the actual person who got murdered. That's not what. Next question.
I thought you were talking about the person who got murdered.
Why? It's Sarah.
Yeah. Well, no, Ducky got murdered.
Ducky doesn't die.
Well, Ducky's actor does. You want to move on to the next question?
Yes, please.
McMuffin wrote it. He says, "Hello, LiveLeak, Snapple consumer, and Horny One. Horny One is not here today. He's fighting for the glory.
He's fighting because he's horny.
Yeah, he is. He's fighting. I really want a drawing of him like kicking men and children off of a boat
and just saving Ukraine. Women.
Just saving women.
White women too. The black women are like, you can get on later.
What the fuck?
You can get on later, all right?
Holy shit. All right. He goes, what's zone, level, or boss ruined an otherwise good game for you? For me, it was that dumbass quicksand zone in Super Metroid. Fuck that shit. I slogged my way through the last room and it was a dead end. Loved the game before and after that point, but goddamn, that slowly timed hop you have to do to escape. Quicksand do be gay in video games though. I don't even know what that sentence just fell apart at the end, but God bless you for writing in. Thank you for your support.
I know
Jesus.
that part because that's one of my favorite games. It's fine. It wasn't really that big of a deal for me. It's just quicksand. But for me, the boss fight where you fight the big asshole looking, like it looks like a big ass sphincter, but it's in Dead Space 1 where you have to like grab the fucking things that shoots at you and shoot it back, and then shoot the cannon, shoot the fucking like explosive can inside the asshole. I hated that part of the game. Hated it. Yeah. Despised it. But alas, I finished it.
I can't think of many encounters that ruined games for me that I otherwise. I can think of games that had moments that like made me put them down. Oh, there was one in Borderlands 3, that I remember I was fighting this boss, and I think because Borderlands is like a really self-referential, like haha LOL XD random game, it was like a boss that is his whole gimmick was that he would heal after every time he died. So like I was just fighting, and I guess I just wasn't reading because I'm sure there's like a way to just put him down for good. I just didn't know what the fuck that was because the game was running so poorly because this was like the day one build. And I was playing it, and he just kept reviving himself. And I killed him like 8 times, and I was like, this is really not funny at this point. And I just put it down, and I never picked it back up because I was just like, I'm not doing that. No, that's not true. I did pick it back up when Jalen jumped into it again.
Yeah, we played constantly, played like 6 times for an hour. We got nothing done.
I mean, it's a fun game, but it's also just, I don't know. It's not something that I adore a great deal. I'm sure there are other things in games that I'm like forgetting, but I tend to avoid games that are like incredibly frustrating. You know, I try not to.
You break under it because you're like, because you want to enjoy video games. You don't want to just hate them. And for me, I'm the opposite, where I like video games being super challenging because I feel like most of them are super easy for the most part. But what game made me like, I can't do this? Sekiro's final boss almost pushed me to that point.
Sekiro's a hard one.
That's what's crazy. That Sekiro's like low key easier than other Souls games.
Well, it's because you have a history with proper video games, like games that are built based on the way that, like, it's like you're getting out of here only by the developers' rules. You know, you have to master the mechanics or else you're fucking done. A lot of games lately are choose your build. You know, you can you can bypass this entirely if you have the right stats, or you can farm for your fucking, you know, to make your heavy attack really, really strong so you can one-shot these guys. But like Sekiro is a game where it's like, no. You have to parry, and you have to hit, and you have to get timing down perfectly.
Yeah, it's
hard. Because if you don't, it's kind of like well, not exactly, but like it'll make sense if you think about it a little bit. But it's like Guitar Hero, where it's like really, really rhythm based, more so than I think Dark Souls is, or any of the other Souls likes are. Like, there's definitely like a rhythm to parrying and stuff in other Dark Souls, and like blocking and like doing all that shit. But
there's
like,
more rhythm to Sekiro. I would say Sekiro is the most rhythmic out of all of them.
Yeah, that's why I love it. It's so good. But, I haven't even gotten that far in it either, but I just like I love that game.
I love that game. It's so fucking cool. For me, the aesthetic, the grappling hook, all the takedowns, the sword arts, so much of that game just makes me really, 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 really love it.
Yeah. I think I got into it just specifically because that grappling hook is great. The verticality of that game is awesome, and it looks like Elden Ring has a lot of that verticality too. The only thing that sours me on Elden Ring a little bit is like I'm kind of, I don't know, fantasy. I feel like I've seen a million times. I feel like it just kind of looks like Dark Souls again.
It's very much so dark fantasy again.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the thing that's gonna be like it's gonna turn people off.
I don't hate it necessarily. I just feel like I feel like once you've seen one castle, you've kind of seen all of them. It's just a bunch of cobblestone and dark rooms and metal gates, and like I get it, you know. And Sekiro was awesome because it was just Japan. That fucking guy on the rooftops who like falls off the sky, who like jumps off the cloud or whatever at you and like screams.
Yes,
I love the
flying guys. Like when you're on the top of the buildings.
It's so cool. I gotta play Sekiro again. Maybe
it's
after
really you hear them like coming at you, and you're like, "What?" And then they crash into you. They land into you.
It sounds like fucking. They sound like Tom and Jerry screams.
They do. It's wild.
Oh, by the way, Veronica and I were going through this not too long ago. We found this thing. Did you see this? Oh yeah,
me
you
and Lily
played
it. We played it yesterday.
It is so cool. It is so neat. There's this it's called The Cat Burglar, and it's on Netflix. And it's just this old style choose your own adventure like Tom and Jerry cartoon where there are so many different. It's like a trivia game, and you have to get all 3 questions right to succeed. And every time you succeed or every time you fail, there are these like elaborate, really well done, like classic Tom and Jerry style animations that kind of decide where you go next. And it's like this game it's like an interactive show.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool. Me and Lillian did it last night, and it was wild because we were doing so bad at first.
Yeah.
Really so bad. And then like towards the end, we had 1 life, and we just didn't fuck up anymore. So we went straight through all of it. And it was amazing.
But it's crazy how like well that whole show like captures that Tom and Jerry style. Because I feel like, because there was a movie recently, a Tom and Jerry movie that like sucked like really, really bad because it was just a bunch of
live action.
Like, yeah, live
action interacting with fucking
fuck cartoons in the human world. It's like, all right, we've seen this a fucking million times.
So I don't know. I guess animation is more expensive.
It is, which is why why this impressed me, because like every time you die, I was under the impression that you would just go to the same thing again, but it always like it was always like a different sequence of animations every time we failed. There were like some repeats, but there's a lot of work that went into that, and I just wanted to shout it out because I think it's and it's really all dope. Fucking hilarious and like really morbid. There's like a scene where you like they slip out of their own, like I think they rip their skin off and they disguise themselves as skeletons in a museum, and they slap their skin on other skeletons and like usurp the will of like it's so fucking good.
It's really funny, and then they put it back on, and like the puppy's stretched out because he's like a lot taller cat's fucking skeleton. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's I don't know why that came to mind for some reason, but
interactive, bro.
It's interactive, bro. It's fucking interactive, bro. Let's see. What is this? We'll go one more. One more question. Iron Pond wrote, and he says, "Hello, breast connoisseur, hater of Superman, and Superman isn't a bad character. You are just dumb, Chris. Hope you dudes are having a good start to the new year." This is a bit old. My question is,
some time back,
what game or genre do you have trouble enjoying? For me, it's roguelikes and base building RTS games. I used to be able to have a lot of fun with them, but now I struggle to. I don't know why either. I'll play one and remember why I used to like them, but then I always end up playing something else. I used to play a ton of real-time strategies when I was a kid. I played the fuck.
I never thought he was an RTS person.
I played the shit out of like Command & Conquer Red Alert like a lot. And I'm not even sure if that's an RTS. It's been a while since I played because it was like 2000. But those kinds of games, because that was like like playing on the PC felt like grown up, you know? It felt like cool to play on the PC. And then I think I just got sucked towards my consoles because they were a lot more approachable and they were, quite frankly, a little bit cooler. But
yeah, because consoles are more than just like the game. It's like the aesthetic of the console, you know?
Yeah. It's like the boot up screen and like the debug menus, kind of, all that shit.
So I understand that whole feeling because I recently became more of a PC person. I was never really a PC guy growing up. I was always
me neither.
More console, more like, I wanted to play this on like the PlayStation. I'm a really big fan of the Nintendo Switch and all that jazz, you know. But then as I got older, I realized that like PC is the best way to play games. You're gonna play games really. Yeah, because it gives you the most freedom in how you play it. What game genre do I not like? Man, I hated shooting games for a long time.
Oh yeah, that's why you didn't get on board with Destiny. And now you fucking
yeah. Now fucking all I play is pretty much shooting.
Now you play more Destiny than I do.
Yeah, I play Destiny a lot, but I was never really into shooting games. I've always been into RPGs. It's a constant. Fighting games are a common thing I played too. But that's because all of my weeb shit, you know. Because obviously most fighting games are like very like Japanese ideas.
I feel like despite the fact that you're into Japanese games, I feel like you're not a visual novel person. You know, like Phoenix Wright and that type of thing.
Nah, that's not my kind of game.
Yeah.
I gotta actively be doing. You have to catch my excitement somehow, you know. And those games, like if I'm just gonna read a book, you know.
That's kind of why I don't like playing turn-based games a lot now.
Well, you oversimplified them and called them like menu screens, like DVD select screens. It really bothers me.
I mean, you can.
Bothered me.
If you want to be an asshole, you can boil it down to basically just selecting a bunch of animations off of a menu. It's
really obnoxious. That's a super obnoxious way to put a whole genre, because it kind of destroys the immersion of those games. If you take a moment to think about that.
I just feel like if I'm playing a game, I want to control my character. I want to embody the character and move around in a 3D. Like I almost feel like a video game, in my opinion, should be as not necessarily as close to VR as possible, but I feel like it should operate on the wavelength of trying to realize that fantasy of like you are in a different place, you're in a different world, you're in a different realm. Have fun, go experience it. And I don't think I can experience it if I'm just like stuck in one place waiting for the other person to finish their fucking bullshit, and then like the game stops and then I have to select what I want. It feels like those old full motion video games where like it would be like videos of people being like, what are we gonna do? And then they like stare at the screen.
You outwardly fucked up my perception of like turn-based RPGs. I was just like, fuck,
I don't think they're bad, by the way. Like I've gotten into them again lately because like Final Fantasy VII Remake was great, and fucking
but that's not even turn-based. That's an action RPG, you know?
That's true.
Turn-based.
But there are good ones. Like Child of Light is another great one from Ubisoft. That's like a lesser known one. But even something like tactics games, like fucking like there was no way in hell like 10 years ago I was playing a tactics game, but now I'm like I want tactics games for every single fucking IP that exists because I think they're fucking awesome. Gears Tactics is so good for no reason, and it would be awesome to play like a Destiny Tactics or like a Halo Tactics. Like that would be sick. I would be all over that.
Speaking of Destiny, I really want to learn how to play Dungeons and Destiny so we can all play it. I really want to learn how to DM that because I feel like that's a game that if we played, it'd be amazing.
That would be a lot of fun. Yeah,
it'd be really dope. But yeah, I guess.
You're not a sports. I think we're both. You and I are both not sports people, so we tend to avoid.
I can play. I haven't played them in a long time because they don't really seem different to me anymore.
It's the same shit over and over again.
But I could definitely play. Like if I got 2K and like someone I knew was playing it, I'd be like, yeah, I'll play 2K with you guys.
I only recently started getting into like the racing stuff, like Forza, and I am kind of curious about Gran Turismo. Although like I'm still never gonna like I don't know, like those are never gonna be my game of choice. Like if I'm going to be on a desert island, you know, and I for some reason have access to a console and a TV that work inexplicably through some arcane means, no way in hell I'm bringing fucking Gran Turismo or Forza Horizon.
Gran Turismo. What? You're on an island, you have one video game that lasts you months until fucking people come and get you. Let me get Gran Turismo 1 for the PlayStation. It's like, what? Are you sure? Yeah. Want that. God. Want that shit.
Classic. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it. A little bit shorter today. It's a little bit late. I'm fucking quite frankly like beyond exhausted. I recorded.
You just got back east. So.
And I recorded I think 4.5 hours of Sacred Symbols today. So my voice is fucking Raggedy Andy right now. Thank you guys for stopping by, joining us for episode 101.
101, dude.
101. Insane.
Nutty. Nutter butter.
Nutter fucker. Fucking.
Ew, that sounds so disrespectful.
That does sound fucking really bad.
Fucking nutter fucker. Get out of here.
Anyway, if you liked what you heard today, consider supporting us over at patreon.com/thesnarktank. $1 a month gets you access to every episode and access to bonus solo episodes. Sweens will be going up
this weekend.
At the end of, I guess, whatever he just said.
Saturday. I'm going to post it on Saturday. I'm going to record it tonight after I'm done streaming, and it'll be up on Saturday. So enjoy that.
Yeah. Just send it to. I'll make a thumbnail for it or whatever.
Gotcha.
Just let me know when you're done with it. $5 gets you a question read on the show. $10 gets you access to our Discord server. That's one payment in, you're in for good. The link for that for February's just went live today. So get that while you can. And $25 gets your name dyslexically read at the end of the show, which I will now do, and this is going to be a very painful experience.
3, 2, 1.
Roses are red, Finn a bust. Chris singing 100 gex fills me with insatiable lust. The nerd therapist currently pondering how porcupines are able to fuck. Daniel Ocean, the man who forgot how much name red cost right in time for the 100th episode. Tevin DeBlack, the guy who met Keith David dressed as a plague doctor at CreepyCon. Sweeney's seemingly small peen. Not sure if my sister knows any geography, but Alaska. Daddy Ratty is here to impale mages and fund discrimination against against fantasy minorities, and he's all out of money. Dickalodian. Can you imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie?
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What is like that's just insidious.
That is insidious.
It's just not good. Oh my god.
I think they underestimated the fact that I had. Like, I feel like not a lot of people hear the word menagerie.
Yeah, we play Destiny.
Yeah, exactly.
that word's not new to us at all.
God, the menagerie was so cool.
It's coming back, I heard, but...
Oh, I didn't know that. Sam, I shot JFK Ramey. Back alley N-Pass dealer. Kawaii in the streets. Subarashi in the sheets. God damn it, Chris. Listen to Monster by Starset. Sincerely, the guy with the cool neck tattoo. Yo, everyone change your name to something complex so this... Migger has trouble reading it.
Wow.
That's insidious, man. You guys are trying to fuck with me. It's not going to work. Kamehameha. Board Burger. Saint Maxi. Can you please get my friend Brandon to pay his taxes? He is literally evading them. This isn't a joke. Help. Rusty Cage's epoxied rat. Talos Volcaron. Apothecary, the First Claw, 10th Company, 8th Legion. Alsta Wall. Okay, you said it right. The Tale of Mega Man 8. The Tale of Mega Man X8 guy and the question Patreon highs from the Snark Tank Boys featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Avi, gayer. This is insane. Avi, gayer than a bunch of sticks. A bundle of sticks. I became a patron and spent $25 not to be able to come up with a clever name. Duncan, master of all things cute and funny. Wage Slave 583. Cumsicle.
Cumsicle, that's it?
That's so matter of fact.
Your name's just Cumsicle.
I guess if you were frozen, I guess you would be a Cumsicle. Steven, where's the brandy? He wanna get in my guts, licking my clit till I nut.
What is happening, y'all?
I don't know. Dead Inside, Arcane Furukawa, Shrinkus Finkeldunk, the warlock who is using transversive steps, Proass, or whatever the fuck. I challenge the other Connor King to a fight to the death. There can only be one. Sweeney, it's okay. My girlfriend isn't real either. I have PPSD. Chris Reagan, more like Chris Racism. Ryber525, and the mystery of the sudden uptick in tomboy appreciation. Racist Snake. Chris didn't read our names for 2 weeks because he doesn't love us anymore. The only Savathun OnlyFans subscriber. You're
not the only one, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, there's definitely millions. Antiphus Maximus, the host of Mussolini's Pinata Party. God is dead because Travis Scott killed him. John Strickland, Big Boo Sniggins, Mercs 1889, Downey McFrowny, fucking NFT of Sweeney's imaginary girlfriend. She said, "You can't handle me." I said, "I can in the sheets, but not on your feet." The First Church of Keith David, may the smooth, dulcet tones of his voice guide you in the new year. Goops McKenzie, there's no functional link to the Snark Tank Discord server. I've been stuck without access for a month. Damn, son, that sucks.
That's it. That's all you got to say. Damn, that sucks.
I'll send you a link.
We'll get it to you. Don't worry, bud.
It works. It apparently. I mean, I don't know. We haven't gotten anything about it not working. I want to see if I can maybe get it to just work automatically, because I know there's a way to do that, but I think I set the Patreon up wrong. So I don't know. There's a whole fucking thing I got to figure out with that. But
gotcha.
Drunken Doulahan, Pre-Roz, Breaking Benjamin Shapiro, Cum Man, the Man of Cum, Wheeler's Day Off, Blake896, Mario spreading his asshole live on Twitch while also watching MasterChef, the epic Oshawott, fucking kill me, hey boss bar, I know 2 of you left, I don't know what the fuck that means. Ryan Lucchesi, I must report to the tomboy minds. The L's keep taking them for themselves and leave none for the rest of us. Sloshy Scout, Atrasoni, I got pussy on my mouth, pussy in my face. Depending on the nationality, I get a different taste. Ryu is hokey. Antifa Sarkeesian, Lord of Autism, High Priestess of the Church of Asian Keith David from Cloud Atlas. Abigail Shapiro's Expanding Mammaries. Hard Hat Skydiver.
That's
Pittsburgh,
so fucking rude.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Bagel, Alaskan Oilfield Trash. Marcus Shorten. Vladdy Put It In Spanking Ukrainian Octogenarians. Game Controller 25, Nikki Ziggy, Murder Ascended. Tactical Jordan Peterson says clean your room or else. Lobotomized Jesus and his merry band of figure naggots. 1 meter long fetus. God, the only stick I touch while driving is my penis. I masturbate while driving. Hiroshima Spicy Mushroom. Dummy Thick Dave. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a pretty nice cock. Sweeney's Clown Pussy goes honk honk. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Come inside my tummy. Jackson Abstage. Badly Brave. Huggy Derek, the movie theater manager. Aetherian. Chris Gate, my Virginian hunting ass. All hands on dick. I will continue my hatred against the Rangers and just try and stop me with your hunter's mark. Signed, a Hexblade Warlock Supremacist. Richter 86. And as always, rounding out our list is the
king.
The king
Of haphazard.
The king of haphazard. Welcome. And that'll be that, guys.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in to 101 episodes of this garbage.
Yeah.
This absolute trash.
Hopefully by next week this war will be over and Derek will be back adorned with the many medallions and spoils of war.
There's a bunch of squirt stains from all the one fucking European women he bedded after protecting them all.
Jesus Christ. But for real, stay safe out there in Eastern Europe. I mean, there's not much. It always feels disingenuous whenever people say this, but there's not really much of anything that we can do except just wish well and just hope everybody's doing well. So stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Later, skaters. The turtles are black, though.